Hi everybody, welcome inside Tony Kent Arena in South Dennis, Massachusetts for this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week, live on Twitch via Twitter. It is Mashpee Monomoy hosting Nantucket. We are underway here in the first. Thank you for being with us on this Wednesday night. We have a doubleheader of hockey for you on Cape Cod, as it'll be this game and then Falmouth versus Sandwich after this. The puck is in the Nantucket zone. And it goes back for a shot that won't go from Chris Matten. The Mashpee Monomoy Monarchs are wearing their home jerseys with the blue shoulders and the black pants. And Nantucket with the dark blue main portions and the white shoulders. I'll tell you the Mashpee Monomoy starting the lines for this game are Lucas Tambolio, Owen McGovern, and Charlie Southworth, Ryan Lima, Sean Davik, and Jack Stone, Alex Matten, Casey Hughes, and Jonah Rivers. And the fourth line is Keith Watkins and Kyle Richmond. And the defense, Alex Tosi and Max Aboud, Chris Matten and Jack Vitnitsky, and Mitch Silva and Marek Kristofalski. We have a stoppage in play here. And puck is going to be dropped in the Nantucket zone. The starting goaltender for Mashpee Monomoy is Dom Tsoukalis, number 1 in net for the Monarchs. And we'll give you the top to bottom lineup for Nantucket. It goes like this: Mike Colkins, Gavin Pekarczyk, Finn Kelly, Riley Williams, Cole Evans, Colby O'Keefe, Jack Gammons, Augie Freeman, Hunter Stroney, Hudson Perry, Porter Corbett, Evan Belanger, Jack Billings, Will Halleck, Cosmo Tedeschi, Sam O'Keefe, Marsh Hickman, Camden Knapp, and Jack Wilson. And the goaltender for Nantucket is Bowden Corbett. No score early on here in the first. Going to be the dump in for Mashpee Monomoy, and that's going to be Nantucket trying to get it out of its zone, with Mashpee Monomoy having just changed some players out there. Moves along the end boards to the far side now, and Nantucket player tried to bump it out unsuccessfully. And so it'll be gotten to on the near side now by Nantucket's Evan Belanger. And this slow and deliberate action going on in the Nantucket zone. It comes out in front for a dangerous chance. Mashpee Monomoy couldn't settle that down, but they have it here, and they're trying to move it along the exterior. Jack Billings got in the way for Nantucket, thrown deep and picked up by a Whaler, who's going to play it far side, and there's Mashpee Monomoy to keep it in once more. Nantucket bench, I just saw them a glimpse there, like the body language from the coaching staff was, guys, let's go, get it out. Mashpee Monomoy's going to do the job for Nantucket here on a pass that went out to neutral. Monarchs send it back in, and once again they're sending a new personnel out there. Nantucket able to move finally the other way. This man pulling up and shooting in the near circle is Hudson Perry, who was blocked by Max Aboud. And Mashpee Monomoy now tries to clear unsuccessfully. It's going to be a shot on goal by Cole Evans. The save was made by Dom Tsoukalis. Another one that comes out in front, and it's jammed out of play. No score here in the first period. We have played almost 4 minutes. On the face-off in the Mashpee Monomoy zone, Monarchs are successful in forcing it across the line. Sent back in to the Monarch zone. Near side, the move's made by Hudson Perry. And further puck movement to the far half wall. Played there by Nantucket. Player trying to get it on net, couldn't. Whaler picks it up behind, centers. That's a save for Tsoukalis on the setup to Cosmo Tedeschi. On the face-off coming up in the Mashpee Monomoy zone. Nantucket coming off a riveting 5-4 win against Falmouth. this weekend, a 5-4 win at Falmouth Ice Arena, a back-and-forth game that the Whalers prevailed in. And I know this year, everybody's playing everybody on both sides of the Cape and Islands division. Of course, you have the Lighthouse division, which Nantucket is on top of. And you have the Atlantic division, which has the higher division teams. Just with all the teams in the Cape and Islands Conference, doesn't mean they're all in the same divisions of the MIAA. This is a pass, and further on chasing, this is Charlie Southworth. He'll shoot one just wide of the Nantucket net. But if there's a bright spot of what we have gone through in the last year, just only as far as high school sports is concerned, or Cape Cod, I would love to see this be the norm. And I know there are concerns, there have been previously, about all teams playing all other teams in this. There's from top to bottom, there's a lot of talent in this Cape Cod high school hockey scene. And you know, you look at it on paper, a matchup Falmouth versus Nantucket, and maybe you would be worried about the competition level, but Nantucket, they played great on Saturday. They took it to Falmouth. And I would love to see this be the norm every year. All teams playing each other on both sides of this conference equally. Mashpee Monomoy setting up. Drive attempt from the right point by Max Abud was blocked. And it's moved to the near side now in the Nantucket zone. Still scoreless. Puck is moved now the other way into the Mashpee zone. This is grabbed by Camden Knapp, thrown out in front. That hit the post and it goes in from Marsh Hickman. Hickman has scored to make it 1-0 Nantucket. Exactly 6 minutes into the first period. Marsh Hickman continues to carry this team. On the great shot in front. Getting the goal. Oh. Mashpee Monomoy trying to quickly respond. Had a puck near the Nantucket net. Trying to get more organized here. It's out in front. Nantucket player breaks this up. Lumbering ahead is Kevin Pekarczyk. Getting by and getting support. Kept it in the zone pin was Riley Williams. Shoveled along far side by Pekarczyk, and now down low in the Mashpee Monomoy zone. Players battling for it. Grabbed by Monarch, going to use the glass and getting it through the right point. Nantucket player goes down the puck out of his zone anyway. All's well that ends well. Now somebody's lost a glove. That is Owen McGovern for Mashpee Monomoy. And luckily for McGovern, the hand pass stops things. You don't like seeing players. It's not a rule that players can't play with gloves, but I cringe when I see it, because what could happen, there's a good reason they wear gloves. They do have the rule, of course, for now any player that loses a helmet, not just the goalie, get the automatic stoppage. It's a puck very close to being a shot on goal for Nantucket. I don't think it was. And nudged by Mashpee Monomoy out to neutral ice. And now sent further into the Nantucket zone. Charlie Southworth is on this for Mashpee Monomoy. However, it's going to be an icing call on Mashpee Monomoy. It's 1-0 Nantucket on the goal from Marsh Hickman. Face off in the Mashpee Monomoy zone. The puck is eventually gotten for a shot by Cole Evans. The save was made by Dom Tsoukalas. Goes to the far half wall, shuffling the feet. Shooting Augie Freeman, blocked, strong enough to keep the puck on his stick, prevent it from being carried out by the Mashpee Monomoy player. Now Nantucket controls in neutral, and it passes to Hickman, who motors back across the line, gets bumped on the open ice hit by number 22, Sean Davick for Mashpee Monomoy. And now it's an icing again on the Monarchs. 7:09 remaining in the first. It's face-off win for Nantucket in the offensive zone, but it is a turnover now to Max Aboud. And Aboud, intelligent decision-making there to allow Mashpee Monomoy to move the puck further to near side ice. And there is a big hit on Hunter Stroney, committed by Owen McGovern. And trying to rip it from Mashpee Monomoy, got it stolen as a matter of fact. The center from Camden Knapp went nowhere. And Nantucket has to go back into their own zone. Mashpee Monomoy almost got burned on a turnover there. Off the glass. And here's Nantucket. It's going to be a shot. The save is made Dom Tsoukalas from Camden Knapp's offering. This game is being brought to you by Yates Island Gas and Harbor Fuel on Nantucket, locally owned and operated. The island's premier propane solution. The Yates Island Gas difference is about commitment to Nantucket and guaranteeing value to their customers as the only locally owned and operated propane provider with 24/7 on-call emergency service. Yates Island Gas is committed to meeting your energy needs day and night. 6:15 to go in the first. 1-0 lead for Nantucket. Was gloved down and carried on in illegal fashion by Augie Freeman. Then backhanded out by Nantucket's Riley Williams. And Nantucket pressing the issue further into Mashpee Monomoy ice. Loose puck squirts back out to neutral. It's controlled by the Whaler on the back line, who's now backing up as Porter Corbett. And Corbett uses the available ice to get it back into the Mashpee zone. To our right, here at lovely and beautiful Tony Kent Arena. This is a center, deflected. Centering pass there for Nantucket. Are able to get it for a shot on goal. Mashpee Monomoy with the dump and change. Repossessed by Mashpee Monomoy in their own end. There'll be a pass that's intercepted Augie Freeman. And break time for Jack Vitnitsky, as he would have had to go back and try and atone for his own mistake there, but offside whistle stops the play with 5:17 remaining in the first period. It's going to be a save for the Nantucket goaltender Corbett on the shot from Jack Stone. Cole Evans for Nantucket gets it out, and this works as what's going to be a long pass for Hudson Perry, rather. Perry gets to this. Wasn't in good position by the time he did get it for a shot. Set up for Cole Evans. Right side of the left circle for a shot that didn't go, but a good setup there. Nantucket's got the passing game going here. Perry, here's one, and Tsoukalas making the save. Loose puck in front. Looks like a premature whistle here. Cosmo Tedeschi had the chance in front. And then as Nantucket tried to get the rebound, whistle blew, and that one drew a little bit of frustration from the Nantucket bench. Monarchs control, off the face-off and clear, and this goes for Charlie Southworth. Shot on, save is made by Corbett. Nantucket uses the near side boards to clear. Another good pass here. Cole Evans gets it ahead. Man moving in, Tsoukalas makes the save. On another great pass for Nantucket, Hudson Perry denied. Perry centers, and Nantucket, they're just moving the puck around at will here. From the left point, played along by Augie Freeman. Goes back to Freeman. The rip. And it goes off the glass ultimately. Hard to see what exactly that got in front. Mashpee Monomoy clears. Jam back in. And here comes Nantucket on the attack. Camden Knapp going for it. Knapp gets a touch on this, but Monarchs will use the air to get it out. and send new players out onto the ice. We're down to about 3.5 minutes in the first period. Jack Billings for Nantucket. Chip and chase. Getting to it on the end boards. Puts it for Marsh Hickman. Quick pass from Hickman out in front. And this is taken by Mashpee Monomoy. Jonah Rivers trying to jam it into the Nantucket zone, but it goes out of play. And let me tell you, this game is also being brought to you by Carpet Barn, Carpet One, Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor with 2 convenient locations in Falmouth and Hyannis. Your source for carpet, luxury, vinyl, hardwood, tile, laminate, and more. Visit Carpet Barn, Carpet One, Falmouth.com for more details, or call 508-296-8189. There's a face-off at center ice. As a dump into the Nantucket zone. 3 minutes and change remaining in the first period. A 1-0 lead for Nantucket. Marsh Hickman plays it ahead for the Whalers. Grabbed in the Mashpee Monomoy zone, and the attempt to clear is successful for the Monarchs. Moving through neutral is Casey Hughes, and Hughes with the backhand into the Nantucket zone. The goaltender Corbett has decided to melt this down with some opposition players lurking in the zone. Jack Billings goes down in neutral, trying to get to the puck. Mashpee Monomoy with the dump in. Nantucket, they're going to clear it. And this is going to be icing. With now 2 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the first. Nantucket controls in their own zone. Augie Freeman has the puck, gets between a couple of Mashpee Monomoy players. Now passes to Gavin Pekarchik. Pekarchik chasing it down on the wing. Down to the end boards. It's played out in front. Freeman sends it from high to low. Gavin Pekarchik looking for it on the end boards. The puck has moved on further now. And out to neutral. And it's going to be dumped in by Mashpee Monomoy's Ryan Lima. And he heads off. Augie Freeman in his own zone for Nantucket. Pushes it along the end boards to the near side. And this is gotten out by the Whalers. But a loose puck is overskated. And Mashpee Monomoy turns this into a 2-on-1. It's a backhander pass. Lucas Tambolio and Casey Hughes worked on that 2-on-1. But it fizzled out. Minute 20 to go in the first period. Sukulis, the Mashpee Monomoy goaltender, played it with the stick. And further action here. Monarchs are going to get the clear. Where player touched it in neutral. Sat there to be moved further. And look out here because this puck has been shoveled out of play. And everybody alert to our left here at the Tony Kent Arena stands. This must be one of the most likely places for all the rinks I've done to possibly catch a puck sitting in the stands. And that was almost another one. High off the glass, out of the Nantucket zone, under a minute to play in the first. Nantucket able to send it the opposite direction from their blue line. Now, forechecking. Hudson Perry. Pass to the left point. Twister is on. Save is made. That shot taken by Evan Belanger. Nantucket controlling down low. Marsh Hickman passes in. There it is, Belanger again. Now Cole Evans receiving it from him. And further on for the shot on goal, the save was made by Sukulis. Mashpee Monomoy will try and clear here with less than a half minute to go in the first. Nantucket won't let this happen. They get it back. It's set up in front. Oh, and Cole Evans just shot it wide. Nantucket Just exquisite setups here in the first. Whalers keep this one in. Moved along the near side. Marsh Hickman giving it out in front. Rip. Evan Belanger. Save is made by Tsoukalas. And the buzzer sounds. And Nantucket wishes they had another minute maybe. And they were buzzing there, looking like they could have pounded another one home pretty soon. But the buzzer does sound. And we are through one period of play with the score 1-0 Nantucket. The goal from Marsh Hickman over Mashpee Monomoy. We'll take this break, and we'll come back with the second period here for you on the Mid-Cape. welcome back everybody to Nantucket Arena for this Cape Cod High School hockey game of the week. Live on Twitch by Twitter. It is a 1-0 lead for Nantucket after one period of play. In the Cape Islands Lighthouse Division, the Nantucket Whalers lead with a record of 4-0-1. They played 6 games. One of them was against non-division Norwell. 1-0 win over Norwell. 3-0 victory over Dennis Yarmouth, which you saw here on the hockey game of the week. 3-3 tie against Sandwich. A 4-1 win against John Paul II, and that 5-4 win against Falmouth. So we're going to be jumping to Falmouth versus Sandwich tonight. All the talk, of course, is about Sandwich and their unbeaten record. Nantucket, though, says, hey, we're unbeaten too. And trying to keep that going here in this one. Passes to Augie Freeman, who shuffles feet a little bit after receiving the pass to the left point. The shot is to save for Mashpee Monomoy goaltender Dom Sukulis. Mashpee Monomoy, and of course, we're going by, even though we're playing all versus all in the division, which, to my understanding, is going to matter here when they run this tournament at the end of this month. Their record is listed as 0-2. Now, of course, they played teams on the other side of the Cape Island Division in the Atlantic Division, those not counting against their divisional record. I base all this on the standings that are very prominently known here at Nantucket Arena. You've probably seen them. If you've never been to this arena, but you follow Cape Cod High School hockey, there's a chance you've seen that leaderboard behind the Nantucket net. It's going to be a shot that this is from Mashpee Monomoy's Chris Matton. And Mashpee Monomoy with the puck in the offensive zone, continuing things here. Evan Belanger for Nantucket tried to ring it around, had some trouble, moved it a second time. Mashpee Monomoy's on this. Nantucket getting it back and getting out to neutral, and this one is too far for Marsh Hickman. Hickman with contact put on him by the Mashpee Monomoy skater. Now further action continues here. Marsh Hickman kicked at it, eventually cleared down the ice, and Mashpee Monomoy is going to get called for the icing. But here's what Mashpee Monomoy has done so far. 7-1 loss to Sandwich, the 5-1 falling to Dennis Yarmouth. That was one of those divisional games. The 6-1 win against loss against Barnstable. So they actually only played 3 games. Hard to believe that, but you got to keep in mind with everything that's happening that you may see some teams that haven't played nearly as many games. And this is going to be a run out for Jack Stone. Nantucket players catching back up. Nantucket now moving the other way on a 2-on-2. Somehow passing the cut across the line, almost a connection from Cosmo Tedeschi to Kevin Pekarczyk. Another zone entry for Nantucket. Loose puck batted at by the Mashpee Monomoy player, kept it by the Whalers. And this will be a puck that just slides in on some contact from a Nantucket stick. Dom Sukulis, the Mashpee Monomoy goaltender, will melt it down. Mashpee Monomoy had the one game that was supposed to be played on Saturday against John Paul II, but that's been postponed to February 12th. Face-off win for Nantucket. Augie Freeman will move it along the near side. And Mashpee Monomoy got to this. Charlie Southworth is going to cause trouble. Southworth for Mashpee Monomoy. Paused in the left circle and threw it out in front. Hoping for something good here. And perhaps something maybe. Oh, but no, not. As going down was Owen McGovern. Nantucket's gone the other way. A pass from across ice to Cole Evans from Hudson Perry. And further puck movement to the right point shot. Taken by Finn Kelly. That one would not go. It looked like maybe some contact from Suklis, who ultimately went off the glass. A little hard to tell. Augie Freeman jams out at near side for Nantucket and goes deep once more. We played 3.5 minutes of the second period. This Nantucket player rumbling along far side and finally getting rid of it. Hudson Perry to the near side. Augie Freeman, shot save made, put in on the doorstep. It's 2-0 Nantucket. More great passing from the Whalers, and benefiting is Hudson Perry. I've seen, let me think here, or let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th game I've seen Nantucket. And they've looked very good this season. Nantucket has, but this one in particular, the passing is just very, very good in this game today for Nantucket. So, it again is Hudson Perry with the goal. To recap for you here, early stages still of the second period, and almost closing the deficit back to 1 there. Mashpee Monomoy on that little bit of a floater from Alex Tosi that almost was not able to be stopped. Hi everybody, welcome back inside Tony Kent Arena. It is a 5-0 lead for Nantucket over Mashpee Monomoy in this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Live on Twitch via Twitter. It's just another one of these things I guess you forget to check off the checklist. Make sure the phone's fully charged. Make sure it's not even close to 0%, but that's what happened here. So just as the second period was coming to an end, if it had lasted another minute, then we would have gotten to the intermission, which was what I was hoping. It didn't happen, and it appears that Twitch did not save some of the second period. Looks like we got as far as the second goal that was scored. So apologies if you didn't see the third, fourth, or fifth Nantucket goals in real time. They may have been lost. And again, my sincerest apologies. But it is 5-0 Nantucket, and we are back here in the third period to see how this one concludes. But I'll tell you saw it in the first 2 goals, and you may have seen the last 3 as well. And you can tell that Nantucket is here to play in this game this season. Very good offense we've witnessed here in this one. Goal scorers, Marsh Hickman with 2. Hudson Perry, Cole Evans, and Riley Williams with the other 3 to make up the 5 goals for Nantucket. Again, 2 for Hickman, Perry, Williams, and Evans, the other goal scorers. And we're early here in the third period. And this is Hudson Perry for Nantucket, right to the net. Oh, what a save for Suklis on Perry's decision to just cut right out in front of the net. And Dom Suklis was able to make the save. And the stoppage in play, almost 2 minutes into the third period. Three goals in case you missed them live. The second Hickman goal, broken play on a shot from the slot, or from the wing, I should say. And Hickman was able to put one home pretty much with ease. Cole Evans got a good pass. And trying to remember the Riley Williams goal. I think that was a result of a good pass as well. Nantucket passing is, except for that Williams, or except for that second Hickman goal, I think all the other 4 goals have been direct results of great passes and setups. Mashpee Monomoy got a touch on this in the offensive zone. Now banging out the neutral. Pushed back into Mashpee Monomoy ice by Nantucket, but controlled here by the Monarchs as Max Aboud has it behind his net. And Aboud is able to skate out with it. Max Aboud, the defenseman, continues and couldn't quite get past Augie Freeman. Couple big bodies out there in this one. We played 3 minutes of the third period. Punched out by Mashpee Monomoy, and this is icing. Face-off win for Nantucket. Pass to the near circle. Cosmo Tedeschi's shot is answered by Dom Tsoukalos. And coming up after this one, it's going to be Sandwich at Falmouth from Falmouth Ice Arena. Skate along by Evan Belanger for Nantucket. Eventually the Whalers able to get this out, and this will go down for icing on Nantucket. Almost the pass in front to Owen McGovern and Charlie Southworth, and then hammer time for Alex Tosi. Save was made by the Nantucket goaltender Corbett. Crossing across the blue line. Nantucket player Kelly flings it deep. And this is a pass that's hurled out. And this is Charlie Southworth for Mashpee Monomoy getting support. But it's not a connection for an immediate shot here. It's moved to Max Aboud from Southworth, and Aboud passes it back to Charlie Southworth. And this one goes off the Nantucket player, but eventually back to Aboud. Along the line, Alex Tosi's shot going out of play. .10:02 remaining in the third period. Cole Evans moves it ahead for Nantucket. Hudson Perry returns to Evans. Didn't get it cleanly, but then shoved down Casey Hughes as a consolation prize. Evan Belanger, calm, cool, and collected, stationary in neutral, was able to move the puck ahead. And now, as a result, it's going to be an entry and a shot attempt by Hudson Perry. That one didn't go, though. But go back to Belanger. Got guys charging, and he makes the decision to move it ahead as he did. Eventually, for the chance for Perry. And this is going to be icing on Mashpee Monomoy. Nantucket with the face-off win in the offensive zone. Augie Freeman's shot would not go. Freeman for Nantucket passing. Gavin Pekarczyk, a further one back for reporter Corbett, shot off the end boards. Freeman another shot. That one didn't go. Now Mashpee Monomoy will try and move it out of the zone. Unsuccessful here. Mashpee Monomoy player goes down and attempted, I think, through the Michigan move there from Marsh Hickman. So it looked like he was trying to do. It was hard to see exactly what happened to the puck as he did that. Hurled out. There's Hickman waiting in neutral, giving it to Gavin Pekarczyk. Pekarczyk puts one on net, and Dom Suklis will melt this down for Mashpee Monomoy. .8:14 remaining in the third period. Max Aboud spinning to hold on here, and Alex Tosi given to him by his teammate, and then forced back deep into the Monarch zone, and Aboud played it along near side and eventually goes out to neutral. And Belanger for Nantucket passing it over to Hunter Stroney, and from near the far side back it goes. It's taken by the Monarchs, and from his own line, pass launched ahead by Owen McGovern. And 7.5 minutes remaining in the third period. This one goes out to neutral. And it's controlled by Mashpee Monomoy. And it's going to be Charlie Southworth crossing the line. Southworth will play it deep. And Mashpee Monomoy is perhaps resigned to the fact that Nantucket will keep its undefeated record going here. He would need 5 goals to tie with 7 minutes to play in the third, but trying to get on the scoreboard here. And again, what is their 4th game of the season? Turnover 19 to number 19 there. Almost able to be controlled by Cosmo Tedeschi further. Mashpee Monomoy got the puck out of the zone. And Nantucket reorganizing in their own end and played into neutral ice and found by Jack Vitnitsky, and he'll just dump it in. Augie Freeman, the risky pass. Vitnitsky gets involved on what will mark down as a turnover. Eventually Nantucket getting it back the other way though. Man rumbling along is Jack Wilson, thrown out in front. Loose puck poked at by Colby O'Keefe. And recontrolled eventually by Mashpee Monomoy. It is Vitnitsky sending it off the end boards to Jonah Rivers, far side. And retaken by Nantucket, trying to perhaps get a half dozen here. Augie Freeman gets pushed up by Jack Vitnitsky. And sent back deep by Finn Kelly. Wilson gets stopped on a check on the boards by Mitch Silva. And battled for behind the Mashpee Monomoy net. Silva is going to clear. And it's going to go on the Nantucket goal.